Good afternoon. Welcome to the first day of BroadcastAsia 2019. I'm Shirish Nadkarni on behalf of APB, and we're talking to Philip Burnham, Sales Director for Bridge Technologies. He's based in Norway, and they are showcasing a number of products, including the VB440 probe. Can I ask you to give us a brief idea of what all your product list encompasses and the details of VB440 probe?
When you say I'm based in Norway, of course, we are based everywhere. We work through partners on a worldwide basis. We've been in the industry now for the past 15 years, and what you see here is an iteration of the 15 years of development that we've been engaged in, and of course sales. We initially began really in RF with an IP, and we continue this. The whole objective really is that we've looked into compressed media, and we've looked across the entire spectrum. This would involve IPTV, OTT, cable, satellite, terrestrial. We cover all of these. Now, what's common to all of these, of course, is the fact that this is all compressed media. You brought up a very good point. What's new at the show? Everybody likes to know what's new at a show. And I would say really this is a question more of iteration, of more and more features being added to the products that we do have. But of course, uncompressed media is an area that we're now very much engaged. And this of course means production, studios, the actual production, the creation of the content itself. So I would say in the past, and still the case today, we're very much engaged in the contribution and the distribution part of the business, but also now in the production side of the business. So the VB440 is, I would say, not a departure from what we do. It's just a different market that we're in. The interesting thing to bear in mind is always, of course, that it's just a question of bandwidth. People will be talking about 4K, 8K. For us, it's a question of media, moving pictures from one place to another and being able to monitor those. Our whole goal in life is to make you more effective as a customer. The objective is that you need to be able to identify where issues and errors are in a network. This is extremely important in the production industry because here there hasn't traditionally been anything really that's able to do this in an effective way. We're moving really from SDI, or what people perhaps kind of a misnomer to talk about SDI over IP. We're actually talking about SMPTE 2110, which is now matured, and which we're very much engaged with. We're engaged in all of the interops, for example, all of the compatibility tests, and a lot of the equipment that you'll see around here, from switches, muxes, all of the equipment used in production, will in fact use a bridge tech component in order to be able to test the veracity and the accuracy, because our products themselves, what differentiates them is the fact it's a question of capacity. A lot of said about 10 gig, we go 10, 25, 40, 100 gig and beyond with Bridge Tech.
Are the clients for this new product of yours, the VB440 probe, the same as you've traditionally had, or have you identified a new market segment for it?
Well, the market segment's always been there, but it's been a kind of an island unto itself that has been somewhat differentiated from the contribution distribution side of the market. But it's a very good question because those clients, I would say, are different from our traditional customers in that rather than those clients being MSOs, VSOs, these clients are studios, OB operators, those who actually create the content itself. So there is a differentiation, and that's a differentiation that we've had to get into this, and if you like, we have a great deal of experience. It's just now we're able to release that experience and use that for that particular clientele. But you'll see an overlap between the two, as we've seen with our clients, in that there is a great interest for our traditional products as well within that market. However, it is a different type of clientele, and we address that very, very directly through our existing partnerships as well as new partnerships that we develop specifically for that market.
Is your product very unique by itself, or are there similar products in the market?
I would say that it is unique in its principal features would be a question of capacity and the fact that we were very early out in adopting SEMT 2110, which is why we are, if you like, the preferred, if not in fact de facto company today. If you want to go beyond 10 gig and you want to go beyond that, then we would be the natural choice, because there really isn't any choice today apart from Bridgetech. If you go onto an Arista stand, for example, and see what they're doing, they will be testing or using our equipment or in order to be able to actually visualize what's going on in the main and backup procedure.
Well, thank you very much, Philip, for all the information you have given us. If any of you would like to see more of what Bridge Technologies offers, you're most welcome to go on their website. Thank you.